So there are lots and lots of things that have been happening in arm wrestling recently. We have been overwhelmed with tons and tons of information lately. Information regarding cancellation of matches, information regarding the scheduling of new matches and whatnot. So the big news recently was that Gennady Quickvinia injured his bicep. I've already done some videos about that. You might have watched them. So his couple of matches were cancelled. So the first match was against Artem Morozov, that was cancelled, which is in about 4 days' time from now. And after that, the Devon Larratt match that was scheduled for East versus West 9, August 26th, that was also cancelled. So there were some replacement matches. First of all, Gennady's match against Morozov, that is now replaced with Morozov versus Georgy Swetkov. And we got to know another news. So initially, Engin Terzi set up a match for Artem Morozov against Devon Larratt. That was August 26th. Morozov accepted it. Babkin said that yes, he can pull. But recently, Morozov got his endoscopy, his health checkup, his stomach checkup. And there the doctors told him that, bro, it's serious. Your stomach is not working. We don't know what the reason for that is, but his stomach is not working and he has to be on a soup only diet for 15 more days. And he has already been on that soup diet for about 5 days. So for 20 days, he cannot eat any solid food. That's the problem. Now, as soon as he got to know about that info, he said that he cannot continue now. He cannot pull Devon on August 26th. He's feeling extremely strong right now. He lost some weight. As you guys may have noticed that he bulked up to 135, almost 140 kilos at one point of time. But then he started having these stomach issues and now he's down to 130 kilos or maybe even a little bit less. That may be the smallest Artem Morozov that we may have seen in past 1 year. Maybe less than 130 kilos. Not more than that. So that's kind of an unfortunate news. I don't know what the case is. People are talking about PD usage a lot. And as I was just watching Ryan SP's podcast, they brought up a good point. I think Jody Williams brought up a good point. He was saying that it is kind of weird that these arm wrestlers who are conditioned for those kind of exercises, they are getting hurt in gym while preparing for a match. That's kind of weird. It doesn't happen that often. At least it didn't used to happen in arm wrestling and maybe in other sports as well. It didn't used to happen that much. But right now we've seen too many arm wrestlers getting injured. And while training, if you get injured on the field, on the table, then that makes sense. But I think you should be a little bit more protective while you're training in the gym. But these athletes know the best. They because everybody is pushing, they have to push sometimes as well. And if they don't, they'll probably feel left behind and they'll think that we could have gotten more stronger if we trained more. That can also be one of the reasons. So these are the basic details. And now the Morozov versus Devon match is cancelled, as we already discussed. Another replacement match. Then Devon called out Denis Siplankov, as we already discussed in that live stream, that Devon is going to call out Denis, knowing that Denis is not going to accept. So Devon already knew that Denis won't accept. If we all know, then for sure Devon also knew about that. But he still called out Denis, and as expected, Denis Siplankov's manager Babkin said no. And now these are the 2-3 twists in the story. Now comes the next twist. The next twist is Zaur Pezulaev just called out Devon Larratt. And he himself said few days ago that, or just couple of days ago at most, Larratt is 90, no. So he said that he needs about 2-3 months to get back in top shape, and the next AMC he's going to win for sure. He'll be back in top shape by then. But now he's asking for a match against Devon in just 1 month time from now. Can he be ready? I think he can be, but he won't be 100%. Maybe 95%, but a 95% Zaur is also really strong. I'm not sure if he can beat Devon, but I think he can for sure be strong enough to get a pin on Devon. Ermes called out Devon 1 hour ago from Istanbul in front of Engin. Yeah, bro. I already saw that video. I've already recorded a short discussion on that, about 90 seconds, 100-second video, and my brother is editing that video as we speak. So it's a joke anyways that some of these guys only compete every 6 to 8 months. Hoko B is saying Mario is in the house. Okay. Lagia, Balu, Andrian Maran, Larratt fans, Dennis Juice, their idol Devon Royds, Larratt gaining 60 pounds at 500 years. Yeah, when Devon said no to Dennis, that he won't be able to, he won't be ready to pull him in October. The match was already set. Devon agreed to the match. Then Devon suddenly cancelled the match on Dennis for absolutely no reason, no sickness, no nothing, no injury, nothing, and he cancelled the match. Nobody talked about it. But then Dennis saying that he isn't ready. Now everyone is striking. By ready, Dennis just means that his cycle is not on point. He needs more time to cycle. Like where were these cycle comments when Devon denied that match? When Devon cancelled the match that was already set. Devon haters are out today. LOL. Paul Italia's cigar in the house. Imagine if Devon does not take the match with Zaur. He has to, brother. He has to. Knox, and thanks for being the member of the channel, by the way. So Zaur Pezulaev calls out Devon. I've already uploaded a video about that. I think that match may make sense. Matthias Bedard is in the house. 20 Canadian dollar super chat. Thanks, brother. Thanks. Would you like to see a match, super match between Matthias and me? If you don't know who Matthias is, he's the guy basically who helped Devon set up the entire Armbet app. He's the man behind Stakings. You may have seen a podcast, three-part podcast with Devon, Matt Mask, and Jody Larratt. Matthias was the guy behind it, and also the Devon Larratt and Joe Rogan small mini podcast. That was also Matthias. Pradeep, don't you think that this is the perfect opportunity for Devon to finally get his first ever right-handed European super heavyweight win against Zaur? Yeah, I think that's a good match. I think that's a good match. So there are two options for Devon right now, and I think he has to accept one of these two. Otherwise, if he doesn't, I don't know about others, but I will be calling out Devon for a very long time if he doesn't accept any of these matches. So the first one, Zaur Bezulaev. More important than that will be Ermes Gasparini. Just think about it, if Ermes comes out of this match uninjured, the next day, that same day, you may not feel something. The next day, if you injured something, you're going to know for sure. Next day, Ermes Gasparini gets a call by Engin, or they can meet. Ermes is going to be there anyways. So Engin goes to Hermes, asks him if he's feeling okay, if he can be ready in a month or not. And Hermes tells, I don't feel any serious pain. I think I can be ready for August 26th. Now Devon has no excuse. It has to be Hermes Gasparini. Engin has to set that match up for August. And that will probably be the biggest match of all times. Maybe not as big as the Levan match, because for that the hype was for more than 6 months, almost a year. So if Devon doesn't accept that, if Hermes is not ready to offer that match to Devon, if he's injured, if he's too much exhausted, too much worn out from a battle against Jerry, which he may very well be, then Zaur Pezulaev is the match to book. I think the things are clear. There is no other opponent other than these two, maybe Vitali, but the Russians cannot be invited in this event because Oleg Petrenko is competing. So that's why there are only two options left. Number one, Hermes Gasparini, and number two is Dinosaur. Caleb Williams with a $2 super chat. There's no reason to decline Hermes or Zaur. I do agree. And how about a left-handed match against Alijan Muratov? That can also happen. I'm not sure if Alijan is free or not at that time. I think he'll be competing in WAF. But maybe in the future, that match can happen, and it should happen. Because Devon is taking left-handed matches as of now. Beto is saying the match with Devon and Dennis was never officially set, let alone cancelled. Devon couldn't give a guarantee, and Dennis needs a guarantee. So Beto, are you saying that Devon just casually uploaded a video calling out Dennis, see you in October? Can you tell me if there are two athletes who are going to have a match and the promoter has been talking about that match? Both of the athletes have been talking about a match, and then Devon uploads a video for Denis Siplankov, see you in October, which is obviously East versus West. So what does that mean? To me, it means that the match is confirmed. I don't know what it means to you. Pradeep, do you think that this is perfect opportunity to for okay, I read it. Yes, I think it is. Engin already asked Sanka who Hermes. And in that short interview where Levan and Hermes were standing, Hermes did say that his next match, when Engin asked him who's the next match, he did say Devon. So who knows? Who knows what's up? Devon knows Zaur ain't healed up, probably not going to take it, then take the Hermes Gasparini match. But he might pull Hermes though. Yeah, cool. Zaur has the smallest gas tank in the game. So we planned a live redirect. So Politelli was going live. So I set up his live stream to redirect the viewers to mine. And he ended like 10, 12, 12, 13 minutes before the time. So I wasn't even ready. So people may have been redirected to this stream, but they left. And now his stream is about almost an hour after now. So maybe I'll also end 10 to 10, 15 minutes earlier. Stizzy in the house, Pradeep. Flexes. I think super good chance Ermes versus Devon happens. It has to happen. And that can be Devon's best chance because any other day other than August 26th, Ermes is probably going to show up in a better shape because he has to rest like for 1 week, 1 week before the Jerry match. So he's already on rest. 1 week after the Jerry match. So that's a couple of weeks. And 1 week before the Devon match. So that's 3 week rest. So probably has already trained as much as he did for that August match. So that's the best chance that Devon is going to have against Hermes. After that, no. Devon has already peaked, and Hermes may get slightly better after that. So that's Devon's best chance, and I think he knows that. With this amazing physique of yours, can you? I can. You are not natty. Are you talking about me? It must be a joke. Imagine if Rivas was not pulling Vitali instead of pulling Devon. Or Vitali versus Devon would also be awesome. More people would tune in to watch that match. Stacks will, if Devon takes the match or doesn't take it, he will catch hell either way. Against Zaur? No, I don't think so. Zaur is the one who is calling out. I think Devon, as I said in the videos, he's taking so many matches, he's getting confused who I should fight and who I shouldn't. He's already beaten Ryan SP. He looks into Ryan SP's eyes and then smashes him to the pad like there is zero resistance. And then he wants a match against Ryan, a super match for $50,000. What does that even mean? Why not have a match against the guy who called you out? What was his name? Alijan Muratov. Ryan SP versus MMT. Whoever cries more wins. Caleb Williams, another $2. Thanks, brother. Lagia biggest mismatch ever. Which one? What did Lagia say? Vitali kills him. Pradeep Bhai, do you also think Hermes will 3-0 or 6-0 Zaur? Yeah, right now it looks possible. It looks possible because even if Zaur may top roll him, Hermes is going to stop him like that. Before I saw Hermes do that to Levan, I thought, yeah, it's a cool match. It's a cool match. But now I don't think Zaur will be able to pin him. YouTube suspended me again. What a surprise. What did you do? Hermes is 100% going to 3-0 flash pin Jerry. I don't think so. I don't think so. He wasn't able to do that to Dave, though. Pradeep, Devon gets called out enough for avoiding Europeans for past decade. It's the other way that doesn't get called out. It's the other way that doesn't get called out? What does that mean, brother? Maybe yes. Who is it? Is it Defense Foster again who gifted those memberships? Yep, Defense Foster in the house. He's the man. Gifted 5 Arm Wrestling News standout memberships. Thank you, brother. You're the man. You're the man. It means a lot to me. I'm not sure if it means a lot to the people who just got the membership. Facts, Tall Paul, not Tal. I think Larratt can beat Sasho with some cheating. Not Sasho. I think you're talking about Alijan. Caleb Williams, do you think Zaur could take Devon's hand 3 times? Good question, brother. Thanks for the super chat. Maybe, but it is going to be difficult for him. We have seen that his endurance may not be the best. He's perfect for tournament format, but maybe not for endurance. And even for tournament, he's doing really well because nobody else was stopping him in those 2 tournaments. Once Vitali stopped him, he didn't have much for him. I would have Devon as a very slight favorite in that match. And the only way Zaur wins is by flash pins. Devonate Ryan's soul that day. I can't see Lagia. Everyone is just scared of Almighty Sabin. Too much quality. Beto got a membership. Karan got a membership again. And Prostkun is a member. Hakis is a member. Pablo97 is a member. Thanks, brother. Pradeep, did you hear the news about upcoming German arm wrestling? Harry Verdich. I didn't. How the heck I'm so lucky. Devon shouldn't upload that video. He literally is calling monster. He got trapped in his own trap. I don't know what you're talking about, brother. 3 times easy. Paul Italia's cigar, blowing smoke. Devon outside top 8 right now. No. On the right, no. On the left, I'm not sure. He's top 10 for sure on the left as well. Because if we don't consider Levan on the left-handed rankings, then should we consider him on the right-handed rankings? Because this year he's not going to compete. He competed in February, so if I think for 1 year we should, consider him in the rankings. After that, maybe not. Zaur himself said that he was tired after the tournament. Anyone would tire out in that situation. It was also against Dennis, which is endurance god. Good point, Knox. Good point. Hope Georgie fans fastens his pants firmly before the match. Yeah, last time he was showing his butt crack, cleavage. Harry Weirdyke. I still don't know what it means, bro. Are you trying to catch me with something crazy? Foster is the man. Let's give Devon defense Foster. Book it. Yep. So, do you guys think it is realistically possible? Like, what are the chances that you would give? Let's start a poll. Which match is going to happen at East versus West 9 with a question mark? Devon versus Zaur, Devon versus Ermes. It is not about which match you want, which match do you think is going to happen. Of course, you would want the Hermes Gasparini match more. That's why I'm not asking. And the third option is none. 178 people watching, guys. Please take the likes number 200 as soon as we can. It looks cool. 63 likes already. If you guys subscribe to the channel as well, I'll be really thankful to you. Devon did 1400 push-ups. I think that must I saw the thumbnail that PEP uploaded. It must have been like a 20-year-old news. 14k quality push-ups, 1.4k with the Everest. Georgi is a great meme material. Yeah, he's blowing his nose. He was showing his cleavage. Pradeep can not predict the future like Neil does. We cannot predict the future like Neil does. When does Neil predict the future? 1400 push-ups story not true. Didn't Devon already say no to Hermes? He has said no and yes multiple times about Hermes Gasparini, so not sure which one is true. I don't see Zaur in East versus West 9 because Prudnik will be there. Prudnik does not live in Ukraine, so Andres, he can be there. Devon tells the story on Ray's channel. Okay, he's telling a story. Yeah, as I said, it has to be at least 20-year-old news. Was Devon cheating? Okay, I don't know. Anybody remembers Georgi Zaranov? He's defeating super heavyweight guys. Georgi Zaranov is a beast. He's a beast. I think Dave Chaffee versus him is a cool match. That's the match that we can have. Dave Chaffee versus Zaranov. I hope this time they will collect Georgi's meatballs that he throws from his nose. Free meal for everyone. I hope you are there, Andreas. You would enjoy it for sure. Usual suspects, couch apple in the house. Georgi's bottom belly was hanging out in of matches. They need bigger shirts for him, big fellas. For Sureski. What is Sureski? Shoreski. Okay, Shoreski. Yeah, they need to fix his wardrobe, man. Georgi needs a fashion designer. He's 6'5", which is trendy height. Of course, all girls want him. Who is 6'5"? Devon, okay, Devon is 6'5". I'm not sure if all girls want 6'5" guys. For sure, not in India where the average height is like 5'6". The bottom belly. Is it the Da Bears thing? So let's see what the poll says. Devon versus Zaur about 40%. Devon versus Ermes about 43%. And none 17%. So people are hopeful. More than 80% people think that Devon is going to compete at East versus West 9. That's a good news. That's a good, at least people are hopeful. Before that, it was not. No, like it was getting difficult until Zaur stepped up because there was no other option. We were thinking that Zaur has already said that he's going to be in peak shape in about 2-3 months, so maybe he's not going to compete. But he sees the potential. He sees the potential that even if he can trouble Devon just a little bit, then he can say that I was only 95%. Now I'm 100%. I got 2 pins over Devon that day. Now I'm going to beat him. He can make these kind of plans. Maybe that's something that was in his mind. And maybe he believes that he can beat Devon, but it is going to be difficult for sure. As I discussed in the video, Zaur has a good and also a bad style at the same time to have a match against Devon. He has a good, fast, explosive top roll hit, but nobody really opens Devon's wrist. His fingers stay intact. Like the most his wrist is going to go back is like this, and then he pronates from that position. Like his hand stays like this. If that is neutral, it goes like this. That's the maximum. It doesn't go beyond that. Even Levan, when he pinned him in the first round, Devon's wrist was just like this, and he got pinned. So Zaur only goes sideways and with a little bit back pressure. So that's the problem. Once he gets stopped by Devon, he does not have that press to finish Devon. That's why I firmly believe that Ermes is probably the most dangerous opponent for Devon and a stylistic nightmare for Devon because he has that flop press to follow up with a fast top roll. And his flop press in the losing position as well. That's something. If Devon takes his wrist, then he can get behind his shoulder and still press Devon down to the pad. So anything and everything that Devon can do on the table, Hermes has a response for that. But I cannot say the same for Devon Larratt. If Hermes gets behind his shoulder and he lays that shoulder on Devon, it's already over. I don't think Devon has a response to that. Pradeep, brother, I have a question. Won't Ermes versus Devon be a mismatch? Ermes is right now is much stronger than Devon as on Ermes TikTok. So as seen on Ermes TikTok, I've not seen that. So would it really be an appropriate match? Yes, it will be because that match needs to happen. It will be the biggest hype match. I'm not particularly liking the amount of time that we will have to hype up that match. That will only be about 4 weeks, but it is what it is. I think it can happen, and that's the best time. As we discussed earlier, this is the best time that this match can happen for Devon, because having two matches back to back in 4 weeks, that's exactly the amount of time that Hermes is going to have. So in 4 weeks, he's going to rest at least a week after that Jerry match, and then he's probably going to rest a week before that match as well. So maybe from 100%, Hermes will be down to like 96, 97% by the time August 26 arrives. So I think that's a perfect opportunity for Devon to get that match. And Devon is already peaking for that match. because he already had that Gennady match. You forgot Andrea Devon 19. What's that? Carolina in East versus West. Carolina Peterson. Is that what you're talking about? In that form, I don't see Zaur pinning Devon. Peak Zaur can get pins. Pradeep brother. Okay. What do you think about Schoolboy versus Bacho Saginashvili? People are saying that Bacho is going to destroy Schoolboy. I'm not sure. I think it can be a good match. It can be a good match. Schoolboy is big. Only Americans are obsessed with height. Only short guys say that. Say what? Hermes match needs more time to hype. Really want the best of both to show up. I don't want that match right now at East versus West 9. Unfortunately, I do agree with your comment, brother. I fully agree with your comment. Why unfortunately? Because it's a cool match. We want to see that match as soon as possible, but we also want to see what you exactly mentioned here. And I'm saying this now, that this match needs to happen now, because in the future it may be difficult. It may be difficult because I just don't see any way how Devon can improve from now on. Like, he may have taken all the PEDs in the world that he can take. He has done that giant pumpkin training for more than 3 years already, and I just don't think he's getting any better right now. Maybe 1 or maximum 2%. But Hermes, on the other hand, he can still get like 5% stronger from here on, and it is going to be only worse for Devon in the future. Did you see Engen's video an hour ago? Levan and Hermes meeting. They were making fun of Jerry. It was funny. Yes, I did see that video. I did see that video. I think they got time taking PDs. Would That was an awesome video. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Larratt was 285 versus Gennady. It didn't look like that. His arms were still looking kind of very lean and like almost we can say skinny, at least in front of Gennady. भाई डेवन और मोरोजोव का मैच कैंसिल क्यों हुआ? क्योंकि मोरोजोव के पेट में कुछ दिक्कत है यार. वो डॉक्टर के पास गया था तो बताया कि अभी सूप पीना पड़ेगा, कुछ खा नहीं सकता. That was the problem. Morozov can only eat soup. Yeah, you already mentioned that. What do we have here? Okay. Hermes was 130 kilos. Devon is 125. Almost no weight difference. Yes. He said 131. Because like a couple of weeks ago, he was 125. I don't know how he got to 131 in just a couple of weeks. Maybe 3 weeks ago it was. Devon or Hermes? I mean, will Hermes come down or Devon go up? Devon was already preparing for a super heavyweight match against Gennady, so I don't think anyone needs to come down or anyone needs to go up. Yes, if that match is happening for the 105 15 kg title that Devon is currently holding, then it may make sense. Hermes ate a watermelon, but Ermes won't be as strong. Devon can be almost equally strong at 115 kilos because he's like 125 anyways, 126 kilos, and he's really good at cutting weight as well. So he can go down from 126 to 115 and probably gain 10 kilos back. So he's going to be almost the same weight. Not sure for Hermes. My man has never cut weight. My man has never done a water cut in his life ever. Ermes Gasparini. So that's why he is, whenever 115 kilos is mentioned, he's like, no, my friend, no, my friend. He has never done a weight cut. Pradeep, do you think that Morozov rejected the match as an excuse to stop his PDs, as his stomach issues are a sign of liver issues which happened due to steroids? It's a possibility. It's a possibility. I become the hated person in arm wrestling when I say the obvious thing that is a normal thing to say in all of the other sports in this world, that there should be some kind of drug testing. But that unfortunate situation, once again, that I'm going to mention, that is probably going to hurt some of the feelings, is that arm wrestling fans have been brainwashed about PEDs. Literally, this is the biggest topic, and I can literally see myself in front of my eyes how some of the promoters as well and some of the athletes are brainwashing the arm wrestling community, and they religiously believe that water cut is not for smart people. Why in the world Morozov would run away from Devon? Because maybe Morozov, yeah, first of all, he's not feeling well. That's the only reason. Second of all, there can be a small doubt in his mind that he may not be able to beat Devon, and that doubt is going to get cleared within a few months. As I've already said many times, the next year you can already see Morozov is improving really fast. Next year he's going to be untouchable. I don't think Devon got anything over Morozov in 2024. That was probably Devon's last chance. In the future, he's not going to get that super heavyweight W, at least not against Morozov. If that match happened next month, I may have had Morozov as a slight favorite. I've seen Morozov do classic traditional arm wrestling. That's it. I've not seen anything like crazy, like climbing over the top of the fingers, coming up with a press, doing flop press. That kind of stuff may be needed to beat Devon. Just classic hooking arm wrestling or classic top roll like he did against Rivas and Dave Chaffee. I don't think that's enough to beat Devon. You need Levan level of strength to do that, and Morozov doesn't have that. You should not need PDs to be best. You should need take harmful substances to be best at sport. You do need to become the best. I don't agree with it. You do need, yeah, but you should not do that. Yeah, so I kind of agree. But you do need that. Goes gas ki goli de baat ho. It may be more than that, brother. Just ban that spammer. I didn't even notice who is the spammer. Shashank Singh. Stop spam. Vitali versus Devon. Who is spamming? I didn't even notice. Ermes was looking better, bigger than Levan. I see this same comment twice. Is that spam? What about Devon versus Jerry in August? Devon versus Dennis and Ermes versus Morozov in November. Yeah, Devon versus Dennis may happen in November, and Devon versus Ermes in December or January. I like this idea, but if Jerry can compete against Devon in August, then I think Hermes can also do that. But yeah, that match is all that schedule that you mentioned. I'll be really happy with that. Devon versus Dennis and Hermes versus Morozov in November, and Devon versus Hermes in. That's a cool idea. So Engin, if you're watching this, if anybody sends you this, that's cool. But some of those matches may have to go to King of the Table as well. Like they're not gonna let Engin get all of these juicy matches. I don't think so. But yes, it can happen. Devon Jerry, August, probably King of the Table is going to be a better place for that because East versus West is better if it is actually East versus West. West versus West matches are also cool, but I think that match should happen. Devon Jerry at, and it is going to happen. I think I heard some who told me about it. I don't remember exactly, but somebody discussed that match that Devon versus Jerry may be happening at King of the Table. I don't know. Devon versus Hermes in December or January. Yeah, January it's possible. Nowadays, people are getting injured in arm wrestling just like UFC matches. In the past, people might not be stronger like nowadays by pulling 165 kg or something, but injury was less that time. They're getting injured during matches, but arm wrestlers are getting injured during during training more than matches. That's kind of weird. It shouldn't happen. You can get injured during matches, but not so much in the because training is like totally controlled environment. Everything is under your control, and if you're still getting injured there, it's weird. It's weird. And these arm wrestlers are getting injured when they're not even doing their PRs. So what's up with that? Like Levan has done heavier wrist curls before than the weight that injured him. And Gennady has done heavier bicep curls than that 60 kg dumbbell that injured him. Same with Zaur. Zaur has lifted more weight than what he lifted with that single arm. I think it was 70 kilos. Yes, it was 70 kilos that injured him. Morozov certainly chickened out versus Devon. LOL. Gennady legit hurt, and Dennis. I was hoping he would accept it. No, no. There is. I was not hoping that Dennis is going to accept it. The man is only on like liquid diet for 3 weeks. Talpol, what do you expect from Morozov? Ermes versus Devon will test Devon's initial hit retaining ability. Ermes' initial hits are so strong, like Ongarbayev. Yep. Bob can beat Larratt. Morozov is at the end of the cycle, period. Yeah. Pradibhai Morozov, bro, how many times are you going to read the same? Or maybe I'm reading it again. You should need PDs to. Okay, I'm way back in the chat once again. Engin said he's talking to two other competitors for Devon besides Zaur and Hermes. I don't think he said besides Zaur and Hermes. And did he use that word besides? I only heard he's talking with the two other competitors. So they may be Zaur and Hermes. I don't think there are any. There are two more opponents other than those two. Alex Kudecha versus Devon. Hmm. We forgot about him. We forgot about him. And he is getting ready. He is getting ready. Morozov from Terminator to Terminator Liquid Metal. Morozov terminated Levan and Gennady without even arm wrestling, and now he got terminated himself. Devon's hand strength, it's like at the top. Maybe near top four, within top four, I'll say. There's a reason none of these athletes compete at WAF. WAF drug tests. Yes, I do agree with that. I do agree with that. Vigilante, that would be a great match. We need to see Hermes versus Morozov, right hand Vigilante. Thank you, brother. Thanks for the super chat once again. Hermes versus Morozov, right now, I think it may be a mismatch. I think Hermes got Morozov easy. But next year, yeah, it's a cool match. It's cool. The reason I say that because Morozov is like a very traditional arm wrestler. Mostly hook, he can top roll as well. He's not going to hook Hermes Gasparini. That's the problem. I don't think he is. He's like how do you hook that 95, 92 kg back pressure? Next year, that match will make total sense. Pradeep, they hate on you for no reason, brother, about steroid testing, but carry on spreading the truth, my bro. We still appreciate your videos so much. However, do you think Ongarbayev is natural? If I were to guess with a percentage, I'll probably say 70-30. I think 70% he may be natural. That's the most I can give. Yeah, Levan was looking Ansh Pratap. Levan was looking not Hermes was not looking bigger than him for sure. That's a given. But yeah, the gap was less than we expected. Morozov also cupped 90 kg. Yeah. In which exercises? On that like bench table where he cupped it like that. Or barbell curl. What Vitali would lose against Devon, I think, easy too. Now, after seeing that, Vitali is a stylistically bad matchup for Devon. Devon does not like dealing with that fast top roll hit that is coming from an arm and hand which is bigger than his. So I think it is mostly leverage problem for Devon. But from what we have seen in the past, Devon is for sure stronger than Vitali. But Vitali's arm length, because Devon is not used to of pulling an arm that is longer than his. It never happens. Like when was the last time Devon pulled someone who had a longer arm than him? And that's one reason why Devon has so many problems against Matt Mask, because his arm is like similar length compared to Devon. Maybe that's why he has that many problems against him. Morozov also cupped 90 kg. Sorry, I came in late. Dimitrov, that's not a problem, brother. Devon also had problems against Matt. Yes, we just discussed that. Thanks for replying, Pradeep. Ansh Pratap Singh. That's what I'm here to do, brother. That's my job, to reply to your comments. So, no thanks. Thanks not received. Not needed. Hermes arms were bigger, I think. Mm, it can be close, but not big. I don't think so. I give Ongar Paev 100% natty. He may be. He may be. But just because he doesn't look muscular, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's natural. Vitali 6-0 Devon. All flash pins. Trust me on that. Dave easily stopped Vitali. So why do you think Devon can't? The Terminator has been terminated by Devon. What is Morozov chicken out? There are performance enhancers which does not necessarily make you muscular. And even with the enhancers that can make you muscular, not everyone is going to be muscular after using them. Angarbai, Nadi, are you guys kidding me? Come on, guys, don't be childish. He's like a freaking mountain compared to a natty lifter. Nah, that's totally misleading, bro. I don't think that's 1% true. He doesn't look like a mountain in front of anyone. Michael was looking like twice his size while weighing the same. Vigilante with another couple of dollars. Thank you, brother. I disagree. It's 50-50 Morozov versus Hermes right now. So, how do you see Morozov beating Hermes? By hooking him or by top rolling him? Because if you go back in the times, if you can go back 10 years and you may not find anyone hooking Hermes Gasparini. You can go back 10 years. By endurance, hook. Okay. Okay. Hooking is going to be difficult, man. Hooking is going to be. What is Morozov chickened out? So, no, it's nothing, bro. People are saying that he just pulled out of the match because he's scared. That's what they are trying to say. Bro, believe me, in 8 years, I will be college boy. How old are you right now? Prudnik did that. Prudnik hooked who? Gasparini? What do you think Prime Dennis versus... That was way back. Like, when was it? Morozov doesn't beat Ermes yet. Maybe a year or two. That's what I also believe. Morozov is the best hook forcer. I 100% agree with that. His ability to force a hook on someone is better than anyone else. Better than Levan, better than any other athlete. If Hermes flexes his arm, what was that? Do you think he could make a sheet of lasagna from fresh dough? No, I don't know. I don't know whether. Did you see that Devon said Kidragali Ongarbayev is the strongest arm wrestler ever in terms of his skill and power? No, I did not say. When did Devon say that? What is the average age in this chat? Can you do a poll? I feel like only kids here. I don't think so. Kids don't watch live stream, bro. I can guarantee that. Prudnik, when Ermes was 19. Yeah, as I said, that was like more than 10 years ago. 2013, 10 years ago exactly. Ermes is 29. Ermes increased 10 kg. That's exact. I knew that match. You know what? I knew that match. It was like somewhere around 10 years ago. That's why I said in last 1 decade, you cannot find that. Ermes increased 10 kg on back pressure in several months, not only Krozov. Morozov gets better. Okay. We want Pradeep versus Sarah Backman. I think, yeah, I think I know she's way too much for him. But someone like Irina Gladkaya, who's like 65 kilos, Sarah is like 85 kilos. Come on, man. She's the same weight as me and she's like really well trained. There is absolutely no way I'm going to be able to do anything against her. But against a 60, 65 kg female athlete, I may be able to do something. Is 40 kg bicep curl good for 13 years? 53 kg body weight, 162 centimeter tall. 13 years. Yeah, I'm assuming you're doing it with two arms because it's not possible to do that with a single arm. I think, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. 13 years, 53 kg. It's cool. It's cool. I'm also assuming you're talking about a cheat curl. If that is a strict curl with two arms, that's super impressive. That's like 80% of your body weight. 76, 77, something like that. Krasimir hooked him, but I believe Krasi was heavier. Yes, with two arms. It's still cool. Do you think we'll see a lot more flop press in the future? We are already seeing that in almost every other match. I think it's a new anti-meta with more top rollers than ever. Yeah. Bacho or Reno Masic? I'll say Reno. Reno well, should have won that match. Guys, we need to know that if Bacho was like seriously that good, where everyone is saying that he's going to beat the super heavies as well, then he would probably not be competing in a weight category which is like 19 and under. The super heavies in the juniors is like 90 plus. I think he would be competing in 90 plus. Bacho has much bigger hand. Yes, Bacho's hand was like much wider than Devon's. I'm 20. I identify as a kid. Okay, so you're going to be college boy. Is flop press safe? Mm, yeah, I would assume so, because the chances of you breaking your arm is like almost none if you are able to get behind your shoulder. If you're trying to press this way, that's when you can break your arm. If you are in this position, you can press as much as you want. If you're a beginner, I have this golden rule, and of course I'm not experienced in arm wrestling, but this is something that is in my head and it feels cool. If you're a beginner, do not push. If you are pushing, you might break something. But if you're pressing instead of pushing, if you're pressing, if you're in a good enough position, just remember those two words: push versus press. Do not push, just press. That may be good for your joints. I want to see Pradeep at East versus West. What do you think if Prudnik defeated Morozov a year ago? Yeah, I would like to see a practice pull between these two, how much they have changed. Love your channel. Greetings from Netherlands. Thank you, brother. Akash versus Rahul Panikar, 5th August. Your prediction? I think Rahul Panikar beats him again because Akash recently suffered with some elbow injuries and stuff, and Panikar is good. Panikar also had some issues with his elbow in the June 2022 Gwalior event, but I think he's more healthy, and I don't think the gap is closed at all. So yeah, not that there was a huge gap because they had a match for like more than a minute, so they're kind of close. But I think Panikar wins that match. Devon versus Rivas can happen. Rivas is already going to compete in August against Vitaly Lalet, and for that, Engin will have to cancel that match. So I don't think it is going to happen. Pradeep at East versus West. Okay, just wait. GOB's channel interview. When was that uploaded? I need to check out GOB channel more. It was like awesome. Let's ask Arm Wrestling News. What do you want to ask me? Because I want to speak, so basically, I don't know what you're saying. On 31.7, me and my friends organized an event like East versus West, and I'm playing against a 16-year-old. I'm going to compete in 75 kg category in PPL. Thank you, brother. What's your name? I can seated curl 60 kg for 8 reps. That's cool. That's cool. I cannot do that for a single rep while weighing 85 kilos. If Hermes versus Morozov, Hermes will take Morozov close to the pad, then Morozov will hold him a couple of centimeters above the pad, just like he does most of the catches. Then Morozov will plead Hermes. That's going to happen only if he's near the pad in a hook position where he has that cup. If he's like flat, then he's not going to stop Hermes near the pad. Why is Morozov not going against Devon? I don't get it. Bro, because you don't watch arm wrestling news videos regularly. That's why you don't get it. If your life, because you have not subscribed and not pressed the bell icon, that's why you don't get it. This time, 70 kg PPL champion will be Steve or Shivajit. Shivajit was the one, AP Sandhu, who beat Rahul Panekar in the nationals. Devon versus Dadikian left-handed. I think Dadikian will beat him. I think there is still a possibility to force a hook on Devon's left arm, unlike his right arm. Dadikian may beat Devon. I think he's going to beat him. Why is Morozov not going? Okay. Pradeep, what is wrong with Morozov? Is it a stomach virus or worse? I don't know. Engin just said that his stomach is not working. I don't know what he meant by that. So he cannot digest anything. If he cannot eat solid energy-rich foods for a week, then he'll be reduced version against Georgi. Yeah, he has already been on a liquid diet for like 5 days. So he's going to be on that diet for like 9 days while he faces Georgi Svetkov. In Ermes versus Morozov, okay, Rivas also a bad matchup for Devon with similar. Rivas is beast, man. Nobody knows. He has that flop press as well. He can be deadly. Bro, talk in Hindi for 1 minute. Ask something in Hindi. Rahul is competing against Barca. What does that mean? Josh Barker. Okay, Josh Barker. Yes, Mario. Yes, AWT. So Rahul Panikar is. I just gave that idea like to explain it to Ryan, and he immediately understood the the benefits of it by because he wants to invite. And there was an opportunity to invite Ryan as well. Do you know any other coach, like a serious athlete, who can like travel to India in just a couple of days as a coach? He'll be paid. I'll I'll I can make some contacts with Propanjali. He'll be like he needs to be a serious high level arm wrestler. He'll be paid some fees, which is more than $1,000 and less than $5,000, and all of the expenses, flight, hotel, accommodation, food, travel, everything will be covered. And he will be on television for 17 days whenever his team is competing. So Rustam Babayev was the initial coach, but then due to some issues that I'm not going to talk about here, Rustam Babayev cannot come to India. Unfortunate news, unfortunate news. But then they asked maybe if I know someone. I contacted Ryan. Ryan seemed to be really happy. He was like really excited. But then I told him that you have to pack your stuff and leave in just a couple of days, maybe 3 days. But then he was like, no, bro, it is not possible on that short notice. But he looked really excited and interested about coming to India. Pradeep Singh versus Lagi Arm. I want Pradeep. Okay. Pradeep, would you ever let a subscriber go on live stream with you and talk with you about arm wrestling? Yes, yes, I can easily do that. I can easily do that. Maybe for the members, or maybe if I have some topic where I need to find two people who can debate stuff. That can be done without membership as well. But if it's a single person, he has to be a member. Aryan Kandari versus Shiv Kaushik. No, I think Aryan is too big for him. New camera, great cam, lighting, and stream quality 1080p. Can see the sparkle in your eyes. Yes, two ring lights you can see in my eyes. One is there and one is there. So good lighting. 1080p as well. That's cool. Yes, it is a new camera, so Larun. Good catch, good catch. I got the Logitech Brio 4K webcam. So how do I stream in 4K? Do you know, Arun? By the way, guys, so Arun, you may already know him. All of the East versus West King of the Table graphics, every single thing, the table posters, and basically everything, all of the designs that you're seeing at King of the Table and East versus West, Arun is doing them. So he's the man, by far the best graphics guy in arm wrestling, by far. Nobody is even close. Pradibhai Aryan, okay. 4K streaming ain't worth it. 1080p is mighty fine, okay. Pradeep, what do you think of Vitali's level? But when I record in 1080p and 4K, it's like day and night difference. The world is not ready for Pradeep in 4K yet. Mazahir versus Kyle Cummings. I think Mazahir takes that match easy. The debate stream was hilarious. In my opinion, it's even better to biased as well. But yeah, they need to be biased on different sides. That's what I'm looking for. And I can be the mediator. I can get to enjoy it. So, what can be the next topic? I could have invited two people talking about the Ryan SP Devon Larratt issue. That would have been fun. If I get some, please, you guys also remind me if there is some topic that is worth discussing where the opinion is divided in the arm wrestling community, it can be fun. You may remember that I was just sitting and just enjoying those two guys talk. That was fun. Devon versus Cordecha. Did anyone announce it? We totally forgot about Cordecha. That match can easily happen. But please, I want to come and talk. I'll become a member. Yeah, I can do some membership. I'll be leaving for Delhi tomorrow for Propanjali commentary. From there, from the hotel, I can for sure do. I'll have some time to do some live streams. How to get arm wrestling tools in India for cheap? I can hook you up with someone. Message me on Instagram. That's easy. You'll get them. Let's go. Thanks, brother. How do I pronounce your name? Do I pronounce the Z? Or how do I pronounce it? Can Devon 3 or 6 or current Dennis? Yes, yes. I think, yeah, he can beat him both arms. That's why I said that I don't want to see that match right now. It has to be close. Pro Panjali guys, so please check in your country if fan code app is available or not on Play Store. FANCODE fan code. That's the app that you need to be looking. And if you are living in North America, then you turn on your television and search for Willow TV. WILLOW Willow TV. That's the channel that shows cricket in North America. So you can watch it on television as well if you subscribe to that channel on your television. Do you know Kanan Borgoin? Yeah, I saw a few of his posts. I've heard his name. I've seen him not personally but on camera, but I don't know much about him. So in India, yeah, fan code. You can watch it on fan code in India for sure. But the Grippler Ian Carnegie is in the house. I may be able to go to India if you consider me as a high enough profile arm wrestler. I was once ranked 5th or 6th. Queen's Move Arm Wrestling News. Okay, and analysis. Thank you, brother, for your $14 super chat. First super chat ever. And for me, that's awesome. Do you have a channel or something? Are you planning on to be my rival, uploading arm wrestling news? Not that nobody's doing that, but that will be cool. Thank you, sir. Thank you that for that big super chat. Pradeep, I was watching John's recent match versus Dennis, and it seems Dennis Seplenkov's technique is up to par, but he doesn't have that same power to flash to the pad. I would like to see that same power return. He's not as heavy and as strong as he used to be. Pradeep, this is out of topic. Your country has an amazing prospect of STEM subject. Did the curriculum in India teach physics, math, and chemistry that early? Physics, chemistry, math, yeah, those are most like everyone, like there is medical side, arts side, and this PCM, we call it physics, chemistry, math. So most of the guys go into that physics, chemistry stream from in 11th standard in school. Have you seen Denik versus Abin Korean? No, I've not seen that. I've seen them, both of them arm wrestle, but not together. I could never compare to you, but there's something of a channel there. LOL. Okay, brother. Where are you from? Kudecha ain't even relevant in top 10 ranking. Have you seen Denik? No, I've not seen that. Devon is not going to accept an Ermes match until he sees the results of East versus West 8 minimum. Yeah, that's what I said in my video, that what Engin and Hermes needs to do is that they need to check if he's healthy or not. And if it is okay on 29th, the match is on 29th, then on 30th, they are going to, they should announce that match. They should ask Devon and then announce that match. Or they should already ask Devon. And if he says, yes, I'm ready, then they should just ask Hermes and then. So, Ian, can you travel like a day after tomorrow? Or maybe. Okay, thanks for the answer, Pradeep. I'm heavily inspired to learn more and more by the brilliance of you and your people. Thanks, Edgar. Thank you, sir. Make my match happen with Levan at present. He's going to crush you, bro. Even with both hands. Yeah, that match is only if, when we are talking about Ermes versus Devon, we are already assuming that Ermes is going to beat Jerry. That's what we are already assuming. We are all Europeans. They can all beat. Where are where all where are all the Europeans? Okay, correct. I don't see any lining up to pull him. Zaur has challenged him. Hermes is challenging him every other day. I don't know what you're trying to say, brother. Where all they went quiet. No, I think you're living in a completely different world than all of the other guys. Zaur is there and Hermes is also challenging him. So there you go. Two Europeans are challenging Devon. It's up to Devon if he accepts the match or not. I'm just anxious to see him compete and consider it a disservice that it has been months since Dennis versus John. How long was that? It was February 2023, and I think it was 25th Feb, if I remember correctly. What was Zaur's last two super matches? I don't think he has even yeah, one match was against Grigory Lyaschuk, which he won like 6-0 easy, and at that time Grigory was like ranked 13 in the world or something. And there, I'm not sure if I've seen any other super match. Is there and Dennis is saying that he's not even in that shape which he was against John. Is there a chance Morozov will go against Devon? Till yesterday there was. The match was confirmed, but no, not right now. Wazerman, there's no confirmation. What did he say? Practice pull that happened between them, between who? Okay, Kudecha beat like 20, Devon like 20 times. Yeah, in the on the Devon and Kudecha. That on the left arm, he's going to do the same once again. Like it is going to be 20-0 if Devon and Kodecha face on the left. But on the right, and at that time, Devon was like freshly recovering from that Levan Saginachul injury. It was like only a month after that. So on the right, I think Devon can definitely put the brakes on him. On the left, absolutely no chance. Will you be able to go live commentary on East versus West 8? I'm still thinking about it. I for sure need to find another commentator with me because I cannot speak for like 6 hours. My voice box will be gone by then because I need to commentate for TV next day. I won't be able to do that. So do you have anyone in mind? Anyone who can commentate with me? Like that person has to be someone who doesn't have interest to go to East versus West because if somebody does live commentary with me, then Engin is not going to invite him probably in the future. Ryan Bowen is going to do it on his own channel. So anyone else who may be willing to take the risk of not being invited to East versus West? Grant Diet, I think he's also going to do on his own channel. I can ask my co-commentator who is going to commentate at Pro Punjab League. He doesn't know much about Armwrestling, but we've been speaking for like a couple of weeks. I've been teaching him about. Scott Ray will commentate with me. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Message me on Instagram, brother. We can talk some things out. I just want someone who can take half of the burden from me and maybe another person. Beerman. That's interesting. Todd Hutchings won't do that. Todd wants to get invited to East versus West. Todd is against live commentary anyways. Maybe Angino Travis could pull Devon just for fun match. And Devon can rest up for Dennis in November. No, I won't be excited to see that match. Is Paul Italian live? He kind of made a mistake by going live so early that I wasn't able to get any benefit from it. So there will be a press conference tomorrow, guys. People talking about steroids. So they have the Pro Punjab League organization. I'm added in their WhatsApp group. They've left a form here, National Anti-Doping Agency, and all of the athletes need to fill this form. Let's see what is in the form. Event first name, Event name. What's the event name? Anti-doping awareness session of Pro Punjab League athletes and anti-doping awareness session for 19 Asian Game Para Athletic Selection Trial. Okay, whatever it is. So hit your form and submit now. Home state, work, select workshop state, select your category. Okay, so anti-doping, and there will be a seminar as well tomorrow or a press conference, something like that. Tomorrow, 12 p.m. Indian time. I'll probably go there. It's like 40 kilometers from my house. I'll probably go there and attend it. And there we'll see what's up. Maybe I'll ask them to live stream as well. You guys will be speaking, not speaking, sleeping at that time, the North Americans, but rest of the world can watch. Tell me if you guys are interested in seeing that a press conference about or a seminar about anti-doping. WADA. They went live last night with Tim without, and that's a professional league, guys. So when people tell you that there is no budget for drug testing, there is no budget, there is no scope for drug testing in professional events. Pro Punjab League is a professional event, and it is about only not only about tournaments. Now there will be super matches, 6 super matches every single day for 16, 17 days. So you can calculate how many super matches are going to happen. That's water. That's water, bro. Sure, why not? I was in the room when they pulled, by the way, Kodecha Devon. Yeah, yeah. The right as well. Now I think we can talk about it. The right-handed practice pull was kind of hidden, but Kodecha was doing the same. Or maybe it was uploaded some after some time. Kodecha was doing basically the same to Devon's right as well. So yeah, cool times. Some drug testing going on in India. I like that. Pradeep, does the moon shine? What does that mean? There is a video of it, but Devon did not want to release it. That tells what you need to know about the practice pull. Yeah, it was after Devon's injury, but I see some style problems. Yeah, I'm telling you, I know about that pull, and he was doing the same to Devon's right arm as well. Devon just uploaded what? Is the match confirmed? Final boss. Let's see what Devon is saying. Let's hear.
Armwrestling scene is a smash up derby of high pressure, pressurized athletes that are just exploding from time to time. So, no Gennady, no Morozov, no Dennis. There are still a few options left.
Kodecha,
I think that
Zaur, Ermes.
I never really wanted to jump. I wanted my long range plan was to go through the entire list of super heavyweights until I kind of hit a wall, and then probably suck back down to the heavyweight division and live there for a while and see where that took me. But as fate would have it, a lot of the guys who were kind of ranked around me potentially are either involved with matches on the same day or injured. So I think the last Hail Mary, the last hope for me to get the match that I'm really after is potentially the winner or the loser, whatever, but whoever makes it through somewhat clean.
Ermes and Jerry. Ermes and Jerry.
Jerry Cataract versus Ermes match. And yeah, if they're game, Ermes, love to pull Ermes. Love to pull Jerry. It's short notice for them, and they've got a match, so I would completely understand if they didn't want to do it. I totally get it. But if one of them comes through pretty clean, it's hard to get a short list. And hey, man, the way I see it in this world is, and what's going on proves it more and more. We are very mortal, and your time can be over very quickly. So it's best to jump at opportunities when you have them. When you have the opportunity. So I think I'm just going to let everything simmer until the weekend. East versus West, guys. Big card this weekend. I'll talk about that more later, but huge weekend for arm wrestling. I'll be watching close. Ermes, Jerry, good luck with the match. When you come through clean, call me out right on the stage. My answer's already yes.
Wow. Devon has already accepted. My answer is already yes. So basically, what we already discussed, whoever comes clean is going to. We already assumed that Ermes is going to win, so that's why we're talking only about him. So if Jerry also comes clean, and even if Ermes loses and he's the more fresh guy, I don't see how the loser can be more fresh. Maybe if there is some injury to the winner, only in that case. But yes, it looks kind of confirmed. We discussed that, and it is happening. Pradeep, you and Engin are the hardest workers in the community. Thanks, Neil Sudan. Thank you, brother. Thank. Yes, where are the haters now? LOL. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Understand that Devon was healing from injuries and he was on his 10th day straight of arm wrestling. Yeah, that day, yeah, he was already, his bicep was injured. We all understand that. If they said this match, I'm super hyped. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate your support. Thanks for joining.